Howdy guys, how's it going? So once again we got our shelter set up just in time, it seems like, because starting to get a hint of a sprinkle of rain. Today is just supposed to be some scattered showers, scattered thunderstorms, nothing too crazy, so I thought it'd be a good time to bring this hybrid Molitor backpack out and give the tarp feature a test, set up as a tarp, and see kind of how it handles some moisture. We used it in the hammock configuration and it worked surprisingly well. I brought my snug pack Bivy, since we've treated it with permethrin, and I'll set it up in a bit. The one thing that I did forget to spray with permethrin that I'll have to do when I get back, I didn't have time to do it before I come out and let it dry, but I meant to spray down this Campcraft Scout bedroll canvas ground mat, but since the Bivy's treated, it'll be fine. But I wanted to bring this as a ground mat because this is a section of woods that we have not camped in at all. I mean, the floor, the ground of it, just all around is just littered with lots of dead limbs, sharp sticks, pokey and pointy things. So I wasn't quite sure about the area we would end up setting up at, and I didn't want to take a chance on anything, you know, poking my air pad or poking a hole in the bottom of my bivy. And with this, you don't have to worry about it at all. This isn't the most flat area, but looking up, it was just kind of one of the best looking spots for not having trees that looked like they had a hankering to fall on them, man. So got that set up. We'll wait, set up the bivy in a bit. I'm just going to kind of chill out right here right now and see how the weather decides to come through, because it was an 80% chance of rain at 12 o'clock at lunchtime, and now it's 1, and all we really had is this sprinkling. So yeah, either way, we'll see how she goes. And so it's not necessary right now, but like later tonight when we start getting lights and things like that out, I do like the fact that with this tarp set up in this lean-to type configuration right here in the center, it lines up with this kind of like oversized webbing, so we could take and hang a lantern or something right there. Then as long as you make sure you have this thing facing in the right direction, you can use these gear storage pockets that are along your wall here to put anything from, you know, headlamps, snacks, whatever you need to get quick access to, or that you just want to keep off of the ground. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and set up our bivy. Now, one thing that I did since the last time I used this bag is I took some of the zipper lubricant and put around this thing, and by God, that made a world of difference. But that right there is what the inside of our pack looks like. We got ourselves a pork sausage patty, maple flavored MRE for later. I got another thing of water in there, nightcat sleeping pad, a Zero Foxtrot Wooby in frog skin camos. That's new, first time I've used it, like some just sleeping at home, but this will be its first overnighter. But we will get our bivy situated. This is going to have to be the head area because of the side that the zipper's on. Not a big deal, but I'd originally planned to do it on that side, but that just really wouldn't work. Because the nice thing is for the setup, we can just put these poles in, and then we can just leave this back in folded back over on itself. That way we can you know, still have that open area of our ground mat to put stuff on and set things on. But that is perfectly fine. Well, I am a wee bit disappointed. We just got a very brief bout of rain. When I say brief, I think it lasted for less than 5 minutes. I didn't have time to set up a thing to cover y'all up and get some footage of the rain, but it's got dark on us and I'm getting hungry, or I am pretty hungry. So we're going to go over to our MRE here and grab it out of our pack. Oh, and then another thing too I'm going to pull out that I brought is this cubic fold-in twig stove. I just took and kicked out a flat spot for it. Until the universal. I've actually used this quite a bit off camera to make things. Like anytime I'm melting wax into little cups and stuff, and I don't want a large flame, I want something controllable, but still, you know, utilize wood instead of having to waste any of my like fuel for my fuel stoves. This really does the trick. And boom, just like that, it's good to go. Even do a little bit of digging with it. Boom, so we got that. With the temp, what it is, I don't think I'm going to put the cross members on there, that way I can just kind of feed wood into the top of it, because I don't really want anything warm, like a tea or anything. Okay, yeah, and there's like an endless supply of pine cones, and they did get a bit damp, but some of these are so sap covered that I don't think that's going to be a problem for us, because they're nice and open right now because of the temp. And then this is just the Exotac lighter. It's kind of like a Zippo, but it's titanium. This is what I got from MRE Mountain, so I can just strike it up, hold it there for a second. These pine cones had a lot of sap in along them, because the soil type where we're at right here is just ideal for these pine trees, and these things grow healthy and sappy, you know. As you noticed, I have already opened this. And that was just to reposition the components in it, that it would pack smaller, and that's just really compacted in there. But I didn't take nothing out, just one little square of Gorilla Tape really latches on this bag material. But I've done this a few days ago, so I'm trying to remember. Our accessories pack, we did have a coffee in there, so probably make that in the morning. With this one, no matches. Right here, this is our sausage patty. This is syrup. We have got a maple muffin top, so it's kind of like a pound cake thing still. Here we got granola, so granola with milk and blueberries. This is, I think, like a mashed potato. It says mashed potatoes, bacon, peppers, and onions. That sounds really good. So, essentially what you're supposed to do is heat these two things together and then put your syrup on it. Then we got a grape carbohydrate electrolyte powder. And I was surprised, this only has 90 calories, but it's got 22 grams of sugar in it, so that's something, I guess. And then we got smoked almonds. I want to go ahead. I just think these are the unsalted almonds. That's the thing. Oh, and that's not what I want to do. Oh no, they are salted. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, salted almonds are very good. This is like the newest made batch of USA MREs. I just got a whole case of them off of MREmountain.com. Okay, slightly overfilled that. Get that in the sleeve, and then our sausage patty will go on this side. Where, oh Jesus, that got hot real quick. This is what we want on the side of our element. We can get them both to go up in this cardboard sleeve here. So yeah, that is steaming right along. And I'm just going to lay that kind of flat right underneath where y'all are. Take note of the time. Don't think there's a very ideal way to do this. Everything is super hot, so we'll rip this cardboard thing down the middle and have it as something to layer stuff on so it don't get as dirty. I can cut that open so. But that looks like some kind of like breakfast scramble almost. Smells good. And that, oh, and I'm pouring juice out, but that is what her patty looks like. I'm just going to try to chop that up. Where these pouch, like these, where these retort pouches don't have a gusset on them. God, that's hot. They can be difficult to work with. But yeah, just going off the looks of this, I don't think we're going to use any, I don't think I'm going to use that syrup. You can probably put that syrup in your granola mix as well. And then as per usual, I think they only have salt and no pepper. I did not bring my spice kit this go around. Alright, so now for the taste test. That was just some potatoes, some onion. It was kind of like a hash brown type potato. But now we'll get a big old bite of our patty. Okay, I can see how the syrup would be good on that. But I wouldn't want to mess up the flavor of the potatoes, the onions, and the peppers and stuff. So, like, if you're using your mess cup, canteen cup, or a mess tin, or, you know, some type of plate or cookware where you can divide them up and just put syrup on the patty. That would be good. I want to save our maple muffin top for in the morning to have with our coffee, so I'm going to try making this dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. So only 2 to 4 ounces of water. I'm just going to wing it and mix that up, and I'll let y'all know what that looks like in a second. So, if I can get this, I'm feeling with my left hand now. That right there is after, I think, about 12 minutes. And then down inside, that's what she's looking like. So I'm thinking everything should be rehydrated enough, but quite a bit of blueberries, which I'm happy to see. So we'll give her a taste test and see how it is. And it is about time. Hey, I'm glad I went with this slider option, then the muffin and stuff, and then I got that to look forward to. Here we've got our nightcat sleeping pad. The nice thing about this is it has a bit of like a head, it has a bit of a pillow at the head. So we'll get that inflated. And then as I showed y'all earlier, a Zero Foxtrot Wooby, like a very premium type of Wooby in frog skin camo. I always try to link to everything that I use down video description. I just want to be really careful because of all this pine crap. I want to try to keep the inside of this as clean as I possibly can. But I think I'm just going to blow her up by mouth. Hey, well, we done a half decent job. And this pad is nice and wide. I mean, the temp, being in this bivy, like I'll probably sleep with the bivy off on me through the majority of the night. But by God, don't that look cozy? So Yeah, I'm gonna get zipped up in here before we get any takers for being tonight's 8-legged cuddle buddy. Oh, and there we have it. We are nice and tucked away right here. Well, you ain't gonna be able to see through it, but this is our mesh right where our face is. Anyways, guys, cozy. It's a bit humid in here. I got the back vent opened as well, but probably won't even need the Woobie at all being in here. So I do like having the pillow on the air mat. That's pretty nice. But yeah, I will see y'all in the morning for that muffin top and coffee. It's a good night. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Oh, last night was a very good, comfortable sleep. It was extremely humid though for the first part of it, and I looked on my phone. It said that the area was at 95% humidity, so that's probably why this morning a breeze started kicking up probably about 5:30 or 6, and it got a little windy. Now it's just kind of an on and off breeze, and it feels pretty dang good. But I can say I am ready for a cup of coffee and that muffin top thing, so we'll get that a-going. Alrighty, well, let's get a bite of this, what is it again? Yeah, maple muffin top. That's actually really good. It's not as moist as like the pound cakes and stuff that you get in these, but it's not like super dry either. But the flavor's really nice. I am really glad that we got this breeze coming through this morning. Just helped drive away that humidity. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. This here tarp that goes with the that Bellator backpack held up great. We may or may not have got a few sprinkles throughout the night. I'm not sure. Because like with the wind the way that it was, it pretty much dried anything out that would have been left over, like any residual water. And then we know our Snugpack Stratosphere Bivy here, it's tried and true, the Foxtrot Whoopie. It was actually it was nice to have this morning because, you know, like when you sleep, your body temp drops just a little bit, and then if the day and night before it was really warm and humid. And as always, guys, really appreciate you watching the video. If you're new, make sure to go check out some other ones. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Share our channel with your friends, family, anybody enjoys good old outdoor activities such as this or gear, or yeah, just life in general, I reckon. If you're interested in any of the gear that I've used in this one, just remember to always check the video description box, because I try to link to everything that I can that is still available, and things of that nature. Hit me up in that comment section, thoughts, opinions, questions, recommendations, all that good old stuff. And yeah, guys, till the next one, adios.